Ah. Welcome. Ding 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 ding. Let's take this out of this case. I just want to go like that. There we go. Let's get some cucumber juice. Welcome everybody, this is Matt Monarch with Robert Rodriguez. Oh, that's good. That is darn good. Don't ask me how this mulberry got into my Quinty Central, but I have a feeling that the culprit is either Oriah or Leandra, one of my two daughters. They picked this mulberry from a tree. Hello, John from Colorado. And put this in my Quinty Central box. Mulberries are going off the hook right now on our trees. It's unreal. You guys, I'm so excited. It's insane. Like, really insane. The retreat starts tomorrow night. And I was just with like 25 people. Not everybody's here yet. I was just with like 25 people. It's just the best. Just the best. We've got a full house for this retreat, sold out. 38 people. Had a couple people who are having issues coming down right now because of weather delays and stuff like that. We have 6 returns. I'm just so excited, it's crazy. I'm so excited. You know what's even more crazy? There are 0 comments on news.therawfoodworld.com/live where you ask your questions, and there's 0 questions on Facebook. This is the first time in history. Maybe I should go back to the retreat members. No, I'm just kidding. You guys, I'm so excited about this retreat. It's unbelievable. I just want to do it. I want to go nuts up. Just whoosh. Bada bang, bada boom, go. So, we're just chilling here, rocking it out. Ask your questions. Right now we have our once a year 17.5% off coupon code. Holiday 18. You get 17.5% off on our website. 0 restrictions. Holiday 18. Out of control. So good. Elena Love is in our kitchen right now. You should. The food is amazing. I had lunch, dinner was happening. There's these nori rolls. A bounty of food. We're excited. Very excited. Can't even stop thinking about it. There's additions here. My love is the dry sauna. This thing goes so hot, you would not believe. And you go right in the cold pool. It's pretty quick. We're going to break out the Norwalk juicers. We've already broken them out. We're going to be making hundreds of juices a day from 2 Norwalk juicers. We have people on the juicers all day long, all night, all day, making juices. And they're incredible. So, no questions tonight. There are 0 questions tonight. I just can't get over this. Oh, Christmas is in 4 days. That was Crystal's recommendation, I guess, to keep conversation going or something. I don't know. I was just conversing with 25 different people who are here early for the retreat, which is a couple days early, actually 1 day early. One person healed themselves from a bladder disease from with a raw food diet. Now she helps others to do that. There are 6 returns for the retreat. You should see these people. Their skin looks amazing. They've lost weight. They are extremely healthy. It's almost like, and 2 of the people met each other here, the first one. And there's like 6 people here, and they're like, it's like major transformations are happening. Too late for me over here in Denmark, Europe, but we'll watch another day. I see changing color green. Yes, I'm wearing different colors. That's our question for the day. Yeah, so there are other people who have health issues who want to heal, and we're going to aid in that process. There are people here for hopefully spiritual transformations. Let's see here. We got a question. Hi, Matt. Hello, everyone. Matt, I was on Instagram, and it is only showing the most recent post from August. So is there a new Instagram that I should be looking at? No, this is the Instagram story live, and they get deleted every 24 hours. And I've been so busy with the holiday coupons, holiday 18, setting up all the promotions, along with getting this retreat together, which starts in 24 hours from less than 24 hours from now. So I'm gonna be shooting from here on Instagram. Here, I'll actually, I need to use my phone. Okay, now the questions are pouring in. Here we go. They're coming from all directions. Hi, Matt, writes Kim. What kind of food, diet, supplements should I be on if I had my gallbladder removed? Okay, so for people that are watching right now, do not, like, it's ideal not to get your gallbladder removed. If the doctors tell you that you need your gallbladder removed, there are alternative methods that you can do to not have it done that way. Okay, so what kind of foods, diet, supplements should I be on if I had my gallbladder removed? Well, as usual, we want to eliminate processed foods from our diets in order to be healthy no matter what. Why did you have your gallbladder removed in the first place? That's another big question. Was it because you had gallstones? You generally have to fix the situation to eliminate gallstones. And when you eliminate, if you remove your gallbladder, what gallstones are, they're cholesterol stones. And usually the bile from the gallbladder breaks those down. So if you have your gallbladder removed and you don't fix the situation, there's a good chance you're going to start getting liver stones, cholesterol stones, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like they're doing the Band-Aid approach here again, which when we want to actually fix the cause of the problem. One thing that you can do is, okay, first off, we want to eat we want to eliminate processed foods, refined sugars, processed starches, trans fatty acids, and things like that. Pesticides, eat organic. Okay, so you want to be careful with what you eat. For example, you wouldn't want to go and eat 2 avocados. That's a lot of fat. And then bile is responsible from the gallbladder to help break down fat. So maybe you'd want to do like a half of an avocado to start. Salads and things like this. You might want to try ox bile salts to aid with creating bile to help break down the stones and to digest the fats too. Apple cider vinegar is really good for the acid of breaking down certain foods in the stomach. I see people with their flashlights going. And just taking really good care of yourself, just in general. So that's what I would recommend. And start off slowly if you're going to take ox bile salts, because it could give you gas and stuff like this, because it is antimicrobial, can actually kill the bad bacteria and things like that. Hi Matt, glad the retreat is going well. We'll definitely want to come get some mulberries in January. Spent money in December. Okay. Well, we do 4 retreats per year. The next retreat is in March. March is the next retreat. And it's already 60% full. So there's 40% left, which is a lot, but it will probably sell out. And we just got Kelly Hamill Gilbert writes, Merry Christmas, Monarchs, from the Gilbert Women's Summer 2014 retreat. Kelly, Daniela, and Emily, are you building on your new land yet in Loja? We've actually built on our land here at our retreat center. Everyone who's been here before is like dumbfounded by like all the, it's more resort looking. There's grass, stonework, all sorts of amazing things. So yeah, that was an awesome retreat in 2014. I want to move there and get some land. Come on, Shelly Ann. Okay. So what I was saying was, glad the retreat is going well. We'll definitely want to come. Oh yeah, we were talking about the March retreat. It's 60% full. And starting January 1st, the price is going to go up on the retreats. So if you put a deposit in by January 1st, you are locked in at the lower price. Even if you don't know what retreat you're going to, any retreat in the future, put your $500 deposit down, you're locked in at the lower price. January 1st, the price goes up. There's like people here who are like dumbfounded by the pricing, and in the past too, with what's offered and things like that. So if you want to come out, now's the time to put a deposit down. Okay. Hi, Matt. Ben from Thailand. Would you ever consider to have a seminar in this part of the world? Cheers. Yeah, I would consider it. I have a baby, who is 10 months old. Her name's Leandra. And Araya, of course, but she's already old enough to do some traveling. But, you know, we're here more of the time than I normally would be. But as she gets older, I'll start traveling out again. Someone's asking if we have land here for sale. There's land right next to us for sale. We love our retreat center. We're not going to sell any parts of it. We do have the original piece that many of you probably remember in our first video, right across the way. We're considering selling that, but maybe not. We might add that to the retreat center. Okay, so here we go. Jeanette writes, what do you think of taking borax? I heard about it last night. Borax. Good old Google. Sounds like laundry detergent or something. Sodium borate, sodium. It says this is a common household and commercial chemical. I don't know what borax is. Nick says he bought my Rishi. Our Rishi rocks. How do you feel? Which Rishi did you buy? Did you buy the powder, the oil, or the tritropine crystals? I take the oil every day. And I was recently sick, and I would load it up on the tritropine crystals. When I travel, I take the tritropine. It was actually right here. I go through this stuff so fast, it's crazy. No stones, had a test done, and it showed I had a slow gallbladder. I feel like going to your doctor right now and killing him. Tests showed that you have a slow gallbladder, so they freaking remove it. Where is the logic there? What is that going to do, removing your gallbladder? Speed up the process of what? Sorry, Kim. There's a woman here who was telling me about all this surgery she got, and it just pisses me off. Like, it could have been done other ways. But now what happens is, so she has the surgery, and now that she had the surgery, she's running into all of these issues because of the surgery. So now she's looking at this whole raw food thing, so she can actually live in peace. But if she would have started this before the surgery, she wouldn't have ever had any issue. She'd be like through the door with screaming colors. I see flashlights everywhere. I want to go play. Okay. Elise writes, maybe the person talking about borax is talking about homeopathic remedy. Probably. I don't know what it is. Okay, Carlos. I got rid of gallstones with lemon juice and olive oil 8 years ago. Wondering what dose I should take. I have a tumor in my left upper lung. Did you smoke? Did you stop smoking? What is the tumor there for? What's going on there, Nick? For those of you that are just tuning in, the retreat starts tomorrow night. There's like 25 people here right now. I see flashlights going everywhere. It rained tonight. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I just love it. Love it. This is my 2-week vacation of the year. I get 4 2-week vacations of the year because we do 4 retreats every year now. Norwalk juicer. We got people on these juicers all day long. Food is incredible. Yeah. Elise, is that you from Florida, Naples? Okay, so Nick, you used to smoke, and you have a tumor in your left upper lung, and you stopped. How long ago? And is it benign? What are the doctors saying? Are they telling you to remove your lung? Yeah, I get it. You stopped smoking. Okay, so the number one thing is to stop the smoking, which you're doing, which is great. And that alone can work wonders. Spore oil is really good. Clinical studies shows that it was really beneficial for certain lung cancer, I believe. You might also want to mess around with the tritropine crystals at the same time, which is a higher, it's almost like a pharmaceutical dose in one way. Also, the gas tank in the guest house. Make sure you put the gas tank in the guest house if you didn't. You might have done it already. The gas tank right now, hot water. It's 3 years ago, and you stopped smoking 3 years ago. What are the doctors saying? How do you know you have a tumor there? Is it benign? Is it malignant? Juices. Okay, so noni powder has also been shown, and then green juices have the ability to keep a tumor from going from benign to malignant. So that's good because of the phytonutrients. But in terms of dosage, which was your original question, which I've been circling around for about the last 10 minutes, it's all about how much are you willing to take. Me personally, I'll go like this. I'm stuffed with food right now, so I'm not going to take it right now. I'll just like take that twice or even more, like that twice. I said I go through it fast. And maybe the tritropine crystals also, like a third of a teaspoon. These are high dosages. You don't need to do that high, but you know, I'm just kind of a high dosage kind of guy. Doctor says, treat me. What does that mean? Oh, Elise is from Buffalo, New York. Okay, Ben says, you are lucky. You go through your reishi spore crystals fast. I stretch it out as not cheap. But it's at cost right now, all the reishi spore products, and you can use the Holiday 18 coupon code at the same time. But has turned into a rock in the bottle over time. Humidity, I guess. You are really, how long have you had that bottle, Ben? Humidity, I guess, but kept both my bottle close tight that I desperately try to chip away from. Dude, you must have had that bottle for a really long time. For the tritropine crystals, it's almost like magic. It's like this never-ending bottle. You just like I take half teaspoons, whatever, and it just doesn't put a dent in the bottle. It's like so concentrated. And it's only a 50-gram bottle. They say malignant. Was that 3 years ago? And you do juicing. So it's like just keep up with what you're doing. And then also, Nick, we want to be eliminate processed foods. And maybe also eat, you know. So my recommendation, like what's your diet like? What I like to tell people to do is to lower the sugar carb content and eat high raw with lots of salads. And if that's you, and then also maybe add eggs and maybe raw goat's dairy if possible. This is fat. You know, there is a concept where they say sugar feeds cancer. I don't necessarily agree with that 100%, but I do feel that lowering sugar intake, eliminating all sugar but fruit is what I like, but not overdoing fruit, like these 80 bananas a day type people, 30 bananas a day, whatever they're doing. Reception is very slow tonight. We've got this new internet service that we're not happy about. Did you do radiation, chemo, and so on? Or that's what they're just wanting? Oh, okay, yeah, they want to treat you with that. Of course they do. I mean, I'm not a doctor. Before you make any changes, consult a doctor. What I'm doing is based off of experience. But I've seen many people heal from all sorts of diseases, all sorts of cancers by doing this method. And they state that this is what it's from. Do you know anything about the news this week surrounding the DEA and CBD oil? Google News, CBD oil is a Schedule I drug, DEA confirms. Yeah, we just came out with the first truly 100% raw CBD oil. It's raw from start to beginning. It can be very profound. And now that they're seeing the benefits of it, they're trying to make it a Schedule I drug, which means it won't be accessible to people anymore. So now's the time to order. Just in case that happens. They're trying to make it happen. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. It's just what they're trying to do. What research is discovering is inside of our human bodies, we have something called the endocannabinoid system. And there's these CBD receptors all throughout the gut, the brain, the immune system, all these different areas. And CBD, cannabis, CBD, activates those receptors. And Laura Lagana, who is a CBD expert, actually says in the colon has these receptors, that it has potential to tighten the junctures, like from leaky gut and stuff like that, which is pretty big. And we have CBD oil, the first raw available, and it's out of control, this stuff, at cost. And you can use the holiday 17.5% off coupon code. It's truly raw. There's no fillers like grape alcohol, like a lot of the other ones. You pour some of this on your skin and you pour another brand on your skin. It's almost like you need soap to get theirs off. We ran out of labels and it was pissing me off, and I want to see if this guy wrote back. Okay, good. Here, he wrote. Those 1,000 should have arrived in no high. So far, you did 500 on the first order, 1,000 on the second order. Okay, there should be labels. So the 1,000 labels arrived. 1,500 total. Oh, we get more. It's like danger zone. If we got like these delayed, that would suck. For Patricia arrived, Quito. Okay, cool. Sorry, guys. We have a retreat person who missed her flight. Okay, that's not. 1,000 more ASAP. I don't mean to be doing business of all in the hangout. That's just ridiculous. Okay. Okay. Let me get tracking for these labels because the guy's not saying we don't have the labels. Sorry, guys. At least it's coming any second. Oh, good. Nick doesn't do doctors. There's this one guy who, okay, so one person came to our, actually, I'm not going to mention names. One man who came to one of our previous retreats was told he had third stage cancer, and he just said, screw off, and he went on a Whole Foods diet, high raw, and he's never looked back. He was supposed to die like 3 years ago. And he did this because his uncle, or his grandpa, or his dad, can't remember what it was. He went through the chemo aspect and did all that stuff. And then he slowly died in pain on the hospital bed, just nasty. And he's like, if I would have known better, I would have never done the chemo. I would have rather just died in my own home, naturally, with this tumor or whatever. It's like they freaking scare you. Okay. Back to this hangout. On my mom's hangout. Okay, so here we go. Dude, I'm so excited about this retreat. I'm so excited. You have no idea how excited I am. It starts tomorrow night. And then then the next day, tomorrow night it starts. And then the next day is the live hangout, not the live hangout. The first day is the most intensive, most important day. So when people say, is it okay if I only do a week at the retreat, or if I come late or come early? I'm like, you always want to come, make sure you're here for the first day. It's the most intensive, everything happens that day. And then it's okay if you miss the tail end a little bit. But yeah, so intensive day is my favorite, the very first day. Tomorrow, it starts at night. We do the opening dinner. And then the next day is Rick Hart is in the house. Okay. What is the green thing behind me? It's a green screen that we never use. I got to get that out of here. Miss me. Okay, so here we go. Ben writes, think had my Rishi Sport crystals for a year plus. As like you, I don't take every day and a smaller doses than you. We'll just have to keep chipping away at it. Cool. Tacos fun. Hi, Matt. I have H. pylori and I was in high carb vegan diet. Now I'm in high fat, mostly raw vegan, and I feel more better, but how can I kill the H. pylori bacteria at all? Okay. Are you, okay. Okay, so this is good. You've moved towards closer to fat. That alone can work wonders. Probiotics are always good for this type of thing. And just keep doing what you're doing. How do you know you have H. pylori? And have you tested again? And how long have you been on this new diet? I just ordered CBD oil. Is dosage 30 drops daily? Thanks, Matt. I don't recall the dosage off the top of my head, but you could do, you don't need that much. It's called titration to activate these CBD receptors. You could do excess if you wanted to, but I don't know what it is offhand. I don't even know what the Rishi Sport oil is. It's probably like a quarter of a dropper full. I don't know. I just take. What would you recommend to strengthen the kidneys? Okay, so what's wrong with your kidneys? Do you have kidney stones? Why did the doctor say you have weak kidneys? Lemon juice is always really good for the kidneys. Let me know more information, Ryan, and we can take a look at that. Apple cider vinegar might be good. Paul Thacker writes, what do you offer for stubborn fat? I've tried many things to lose weight. I've been somewhat successful, but need to see greater results while being healthy. What's your diet like? How heavy are you? How much weight are you trying to lose? Do you exercise? Are you interested in we have a product called Hoodia, which doesn't make you lose weight, but it can help suppress the appetite. It's just all this is a cactus. And that, if that's the issue, like the mental aspects, that could be something you could do. But the main thing is diet. What many people are saying is, okay, so when you eating more, as crazy as this sounds, eating more fat versus carbs and sugar has the potential to help you lose weight. When you eat sugar, you spike insulin, and then insulin will take that sugar, help you use it as energy, but your body can only use 2 teaspoons of sugar at any one given time. If you're drinking a soda, that's like 3 tablespoons of sugar. So then any excess sugar that you have goes in, the insulin stores it as fat for fuel for later. If you're stressed a lot, maybe stress is your issue to why you have too much weight. That can cause, I have been somewhat stressful, but need to see greater results while being healthy. So when you stress on an ongoing basis, if you're in this fight or fright state, you can create more insulin, more glucose to create insulin. So that could be an issue also. So when you eat primarily fat, it kind of helps you, you're not eating all that sugar. Fat is kind of neutral. It does spike, everything spikes insulin when you eat, but fat is more neutral. It spikes it less. So, and that's what stores fat in the system. So maybe higher fat. I just want to let you know, I'm still taking the aguaje powder for hormone balance and still juicing daily. At 5'6", I'm down 172 pounds. Not for trying. I was called skinny. Laugh out loud. Okay, so aguaje, Paula, that's not something you probably want to take. It's when women have hormonal issues, usually in menopause. I mean, it's good. You could take it. It can help balance estrogen in the human body, which is good. It has phytohormones in it. There's different receptors that, okay, so phytohormones, sometimes called phytoestrogens, are different. They work differently compared to like estrogen that you get in a pill or something like this. They preferentially bind to estrogen beta receptors versus alpha receptors. And the estrogen that you take from the doctors with injections or pills binds to both alpha and beta. So with when you're taking phytoestrogens, you get the beneficial aspects only. So for example, they did test with some phytoestrogen-rich foods where they took breast cancer cells in a petri dish, and because it is beta receptors, the aguaje, the phytoestrogens compete with the estrogen for the receptors in the breast tissue, helping to prevent breast cancer. It shows like the breast cancer going down, like it just helps in the petri dish. So the uterus is alpha receptors mainly, so then it doesn't have any negative impact on the uterus. The liver is also alpha receptors, so the phytoestrogens from phytoestrogen-rich foods don't have negative impact there either. One of the issues with taking these estrogen drugs is it actually attaches to these estrogen receptors in the liver, dumping all these blood clotting factors, which can create blood clots in the brain, lungs, and heart and stuff like this, which can be fatal. And that's why clinical studies show taking estrogen is dangerous for things like that. And they also say estrogen is dangerous for increased risk of breast cancer, but the phytoestrogen-rich foods are actually protective with all of these different things. Interesting. Okay, so Ryan says, it's a hunch. I struggle a lot with lethargy and fatigue. No matter how healthy I eat, how much I sleep, how many enemas I do, maybe stop the enemas. I am just looking to feel my best so I feel motivated to reach my goals again, because lately it's just hard to live. Okay, so you're just coming up with kidney out of nowhere. So it seems like you're eating healthy. Do you have digestive issues? You have lethargy and fatigue. How are you eating? Sometimes people say they're eating really good when they're not necessarily really eating that good. Do you have any digestive issues? Do you have any swelling feeling under the rib cage on any side? Which side, if you do? Is there pain in any of those sides? Do you have any neck pain? Let me know these things. Okay, we're gonna come back here. We're gonna go to Facebook right here. Yes, they do scare the hell out of you. Lots of raw wild mushrooms here in Wisconsin. Do you have wild mushrooms there? How do you prepare them? There's a guy in town that actually grows some wild mushrooms. I just like taking the Rishi Sport products. It's my favorite. Shelly says maca powder. Okay, here we go. Tacos Fun says, I had GERD, indigestion, bloating all the time, and I went to the doctor and diagnosed with H. pylori. I did an endoscopic test too. I am 8 years vegan, high fruits and sometimes brown rice and soy, and now I'm 3 to 4 months high fat vegan. Okay, this is good news. Okay, so this is interesting. You have GERD, indigestion, and bloating. Apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon twice a day in water for a month, and watch what happens. These are usually symptoms of being too alkaline. Usually when someone has GERD or acid reflux, like the valve's not working properly, your stomach is supposed to be between 1 to 3 acid. And if it's not between 1 to 3 pH acid, then you're not going to activate these enzymes, because it needs to be in that range to activate enzymes that digest protein. And so then you get indigestion and bloating. And then GERD is also a symptom of an alkaline stomach. So you probably, and then are you having an easy time digesting the fat? Let me know that too, because then if not, you might want to take some bile salts or whatever. But maybe not. It seems like you're doing good. So just try the apple cider vinegar once a month. Twice a day, for 1 month, and let's see what happens with you. And let us know here on the Hangout, because if we don't hear from you again, we just want to know what happens. Because when you have undigested protein, there's an enzyme that is activated when your stomach acid is between 1 and 3. You also have a difficult time absorbing minerals when you have an alkaline stomach. So what you want to do is do this apple cider vinegar, and then when you don't digest protein properly, you start getting this indigestion and bloating. Should be amazing. Is there any supplements that will help lower blood pressure? What foods can I push? Okay, so blood pressure, what you could do is drink green juice, green vegetable juice, because it's high in potassium and magnesium. And those are physiological, what do you call them? Relaxers that can actually, potassium, it would be extremely good for this situation. You also might want to try apple cider vinegar, because if you're stressing a lot, when you stress and produce cortisol, it says this in the doctor's books that the doctors use, Endocrinology by Frank Netter or something like this, you lose acid in your urine and potassium. So when you take apple cider vinegar, you retain that and you don't lose as much of it because you're adding the acid back in. And potassium, a requirement for potassium by the RDA is 4,700 milligrams per day, which is a lot. This is one reason why juicing is so important. Magnesium is only like 400 milligrams. So that magnesium and potassium can help with that possibly, but green juice would be really good. Noni powder might be good. This is at Costner website too. Flax seeds have been shown in clinical studies to lower blood pressure by a lot, like almost the same amount as drugs do it in a clinical study. But why is your blood pressure up in the first place? Obviously, there's a couple things are probably happening. Our diet's not ideal. So we got to work on the diet. And then on top of that, work on the stress. Are you stressed out, Heather? I feel it. I have a feeling that you get stressed out. Okay. Okay. Katie is having some issues getting through on phones on customer service. We always call back people. I don't understand what's going on there. But if we have a live chat that is always going on. And then also at the same time, send us an email that we rectify. I mean, emails are really fast. Right now, it's extremely, we call back. So it's, okay, first off, it was the weekend. So sometimes we always get complaints, you don't return our calls, but you know, Saturday and Sunday, we don't have people working there. But we always call people back within 24 hours if we don't answer the phone right off the bat. But we usually do. But the thing is, we're extremely busy right now with this holiday 18 coupon code, which is 17.5% off. Many people are trying to win the contest of getting to this retreat also, and many different things. So email would be very quick. Matt, what about ashwagandha for lowering cortisol for weight loss? Ashwagandha has been shown in clinical studies to lower cortisol serum levels, which is absolutely crazy. We have ashwagandha on our website. As you guys know, our Ayurvedic herbs are more potent than any other Ayurvedic herbs out there available. Nobody in the health foods movement has access to the machines that we have to get it to such a micronized state. It is actually the same type of equipment that the pharmaceutical drugs use to make their drugs, if that makes sense. But it's broken down, and it's a totally different experience from getting it on Amazon or other raw food websites or health food websites. All of our Ayurvedic herbs are amazing. Paul writes, I missed your response to my question due to changing browsers. There's you can go to YouTube, there's a replay. But also what I said was Hoodia is a product that actually suppresses appetite. We were talking about eating more fat versus sugar and carbs, eliminate processed foods, and exercise is always good, of course, for losing weight. Stress, eliminate stress. You were talking about how you have stressful thoughts. We were talking about insulin. When you eat sugar and carbs, this raises insulin, and insulin stores excess sugar as fat when you have more than 2 teaspoons of sugar at one given time in the human body. Okay, so Heather's saying, thanks, diet is definitely not ideal. I need to work on that. I have a family history of high blood pressure and heart problems. I would love some recipes for some green juices. Just carrot and greens if you want. But the main thing is the diet. Celery is a heavy hitter to reduce blood pressure. Okay. Ryan says, no digestive issues. I have had a naturopath tell me about my kidney problems before, so I thought maybe they were still unresolved. Okay, so you guys all know how I love naturopaths. How did he determine, what test did he do that you have a kidney problem? Did he take your arm and say, in the name of muscle testing, move it up and down when he held something, saying, oh, your kidney's messed up because your arm is not moving in the right way that I want it to move, so you have a kidney disease? Kill somebody. Okay. Bowel movements are good, no swelling, lots of neck pain. Right side or left side neck pain? Tight trapped shoulders. I've been trying to lose weight for many years with no results. I would like to lose 60 pounds. Okay. I have a feeling, Ryan, no matter how much you eat healthy, it's not about eating healthy for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. It's about changing your lifestyle forever. And then when it doesn't work, you don't say, oh, I'm done. I'm going to go back to eating. I've tried eating healthy. It didn't work. No, it's an ongoing thing. My diet is pretty good, not perfect, but I try not to eat anything processed, wheat, low sugar. I drink green juice at least a few times a week. Well, this is good. It's hard for me to maintain a workout regimen because of fatigue, lethargy, lack of motivation. Thanks for trying to help. Let us know about, is it right neck pain, left neck pain, what? I stopped taking synthetic estrogen recently, birth control, and the eczema that I had suffered from on my hand for at least 15 years has finally cleared up. Yeah, you want to stay away from that stuff. My functional medicine physician's thinking was that the estrogen was slowing down my gallbladder function. Yes, that could happen. None of the countless Western medicine physicians or specialists I'd seen could ever figure it out. Yeah, absolutely. So now it should start coming. Let's see this real quick. Ding, 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 ding. Do you know? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so what you want to do, okay, let me read the rest of these. Just goes to show you how most of these doctors don't have a clue about what affects the gallbladder or how it can affect your health system systemically. What you want to do is be cleaning the liver right now. Okay, so if we eat things that can cleanse the liver, this will actually help move the estrogen through you quicker. Okay. What I'm gonna do, guys, is this. I'm only gonna go 10 more minutes for this hangout, so ask your questions now. There's a group of us going in the sauna. I can't miss that. Okay. Okay. And then apple cider vinegar, well, not really. That's for something else. Or how it can affect your health systemically. Okay, so this is what would be good right now is carrot, beet, cucumber juice. This is a very good liver cleanser, and just even carrot green juice works well. Carrot helps cleanse the liver out, and that should get it functioning really good. And of course, eliminate processed foods. Okay. If you're just tuning in, I'm leaving in 10 minutes to go to We've already been doing this for over an hour. I just want to see how many viewers are. Oh, we're flying. Okay. Anyways. Steam room starts in 20. Our new dry sauna starts in 20 minutes. Okay. So here we go. Neck pain is more on the right side. Okay, so for Ryan here, this is what's going down. Okay, so Ryan is having some lethargy issues, fatigue, some neck pain in the right side. His diet's pretty good. The main thing is lethargic here. Sometimes we got to push through that lethargy, and also every one of us becomes lethargic and tired throughout the day sometimes. You have to remember also the times when you're not lethargic and things like this. And you got to fight lethargy. You got to like focus and blow through it. I have sometimes an issue with this also. Okay, so you have neck pain on the right side. Generally what this is sometimes our gallbladder can get swollen. It's not functioning properly. You might not be breaking down fat properly also. This might be why you're lethargic. But when it gets too swollen, there's like this phrenic nerve here that can get pinched, and it goes all the way up to the right side of the neck. And it's like, this is like in the diaphragm area, and something could get pinched over there. So like, it's like this whole entire right upper side pain could be due to a inflamed gallbladder that's not functioning properly. And then if your gallbladder isn't functioning properly, there's a good chance you're not absorbing certain fat-soluble vitamins. So one thing that you would want to do is like right under your rib cage here is just put like pressure on your gallbladder, or have someone do it for like 1 to 2 minutes, and you might actually feel something immediate happen. You might also want to try some bile salts to support that, and cleanse the liver with the green juices. Don't do too many enemas and colonics, because that can actually, it sounds like you were doing it for long periods of time. It might deplete bile if you continually do it over and over again. You guys know I'm like a big fan of enemas and colonics to help transition and help heal from disease. It's critical. But if you're going to get addicted to something like that, it might not be the best solution here. So start supporting the gallbladder, and that, let's see what happens here. And the liver. You influenced me to come up with this awesome idea. I keep watching you drink cucumber juice. I'm out. There's more over there. Oh, just bring this girl cucumber juice. So I dehydrated a lot of cucumbers, so they will last for another 2 months. I just add water, lemon, and maybe some other greens, and mix them in my Vitamix, then strain sometimes. Thanks for inspiring me. That's pretty cool. The only problem I now have is with nuts. I feel like I have nothing like dyspepsia when I eat them. I have better digestion in high-fat vegan diet, maybe because I don't eat too much fruits. Well, it also causes a lot of gas. Here, let's go see what Tacos Fun was saying down here, because I forgot. Oh, yeah, okay. Try the apple cider vinegar. That's protein, nuts. So maybe you're not digesting the protein properly, like I was saying. Try the apple cider vinegar thing. Okay. Do you have any information on salt lamps? Do they work? I was thinking about purchasing one from your website. I mean, it's a cool ornament. It looks really pretty, but supposedly it also gives off the negative ions. Okay. Valerie, 3 blood pressure meds and 2 diuretics to keep my blood pressure down. Arg. Okay, that's what she's saying. Valerie says she's on. I mean, yeah, that's like something. I'm not a doctor. I recommend consulting a doctor before making any changes, but weaning off of that and eating healthy at the same time. I mean, that's critical. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Okay, so they gave her probably 1 blood pressure medication to bring her blood pressure down, right? Now she's on 5 medications to bring her blood pressure down. So obviously, it's not working. And that's just ridiculous. Okay. I'm having trouble with large amounts of congestion and mucus. Constant drippage with plugged ears is very uncomfortable and has been going on for a few years now. This might be candida because candida loves the sinus cavity, and that constant drip. Yeah. Okay. I mean, there could be many things. It's very uncomfortable and has been going on for a few years. I have seen naturopaths, regular MDs. I reused, and this could be a gut microbiome problem. I refuse to take their steroid sprays. An ear, nose, throat specialist. The specialist told me I needed a septoplasty to correct my deviated septum. And after that, he promised my breathing and congested troubles would be gone. It's almost like sabotage. And after that, that's the Band-Aid approach. You're pouring out mucus. Okay, let's cut some things and seal some things up to stop it from never happening again. No, this is your body's sign saying, hey, we got to make some changes. Something wrong is going on here. It's just ridiculous. And after that, he promised me, okay, it's been 8 months since the surgery. And I still have plugged ears and no drainage at all. That Band-Aid approach worked really good, didn't it? Do you have any suggestions on as to what may help it? Right, Taryn? Okay, firstly, you guys, let's be honest with ourselves. We're obviously not living the most ideal lifestyle if this is your situation. Your dietary lifestyle, your stress is out of whack in some way. And so then you're looking for a superfood or pill to heal the situation, which is not going to work. It's like we've got to change, and without any superfood or pill, just from making the changes in your diet, everything gets cleared up. This woman has bladder disease. The doctor said it was incurable at this retreat. She's healed. All these different videos from all my tours and interviewing people, uncurable diseases. I hope you come to the States to teach. In the meantime, I'm seriously thinking of coming to a retreat. Definitely should come to a retreat. Okay. I take mix this up right now along. Okay. I'm going to call it quits now after this last question from Elise. I take milk thistle, turmeric right now, along with my specific vitamin. Okay. We're vegan and gluten-free in our house and make all of our food at home. Thank you for the juicing tip. I love juicing beets. They tell everyone they need to fix their deviated septum. Does this person eat dairy? Once they cut out, okay. You might want to like cut down carb. Okay, so one issue about becoming vegan is we load up on sugar and carbs, even whole food sugar and carbs. You can get away with it, but if you load up on them, but it seems like the supplements you're taking, I don't remember what your issue was. Okay. Yes, my stress is working in healthcare and constant exposure to toxins. Yeah, but what's your diet like? Let's be honest here. When your diet is really good, you have more wiggle room for these other things. The stress, you have more wiggle room. You can get away with more stress without negative repercussions. Even though if it's still chronic, we got to hit it, but there's more wiggle room when we eat healthy here. And that's what we're looking for, is that wiggle room. And all these people are writing in with their issues. I just know by their issues what their diet's like. Because if it was, you know, thank you, Matt, I'm working on my diet. I have a question. Is ginger just as strong when it's juiced along with other fruits, veggies? I'm new to juicing and I'm using to eating ginger straight. Feels more effective. It's more effective when you juice it. All right, guys. There's a new dry sauna out there. There's retreat people. There's a woman who has breast cancer here. She wants one of my juices because the Norwalk juices start where we allow people to have as many as they want. We announced that on the first day of the retreat, but she asked for it now. So I got to get over there, make some magic happen. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Next week, I'll probably do a hangout with some retreat guests like last year. This is Matt Monarch. And Holiday 18 is the 17.5% coupon code. January at cost specials just came out today. So now you can get December at cost specials, January at cost specials, all at the same time with the Holiday 18 coupon. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm so excited. 2 weeks of a retreat. You can just feel it in the air. Like, this is what it's all about. The transformation, the changes that happen in people. This is like the service we do here at the Raw Food World. Right here, right now. We do it here on the Hangouts. But yeah, you just feel it. You feel it live. You feel it live. It's incredible. So I'm going there right now. Thanks for tuning in. It's like I'm pulled in both directions. I want to be here, but I want to be there. I want to be there. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.